Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Moohead Radio halftime report with the score: the Browns 7 and the Vikings, the Browns 10, the Vikings 7. Well, here's what I can say about this game. First, as far as Dylan Gabriel, he's not turned the ball over. He's an accurate thrower. He doesn't have a lot of speed on the ball, a lot of velocity. So guys got to have a step. He has Jerry Jeudy still catching with his body, and I would bench Jerry Jeudy. There's no reason why this player should even be in the NFL if he can't catch with his hands. But the main one, I want to execute Leviston. I mean, get rid of him. Do whatever. Bury him 6 feet under the ground. He's a slow fucking learner. I don't, we've already had Al Lerner. We've had Randy Lerner. And now we have slow learner. I've never seen a guy just stand there not knowing what his goddamn assignment is. And he goes this way and that way, and two guys rush right by him. He's a goddamn danger out there. Great God Almighty. And that's exactly right. This is exactly what Jeudy was like. That's why the Browns got him. They love wide receivers who have no hands. And the thing is, their backup line, how many times have we sacked Wentz? Advantage Vikings. Their second and third string players are better than our first string players. That's scary. Now, the Wentz questionable to return. It is not his throwing arm. It's his left shoulder. Great hit by Swessinger. All right. And a clean hit. So it wasn't like a Steelers play where they pull out a gun and shoot you. Good playing overall. Now it looks to me defensively, the Browns are being beaten in the sense that whenever the Vikings are using and utilizing and choosing plays that are misdirection plays, they're doing what other teams have done against Jim Schwartz's defense, and that is to get them to overcommit because they're overly aggressive. And that what that does is, and you've seen it a couple times with, the touchdown pass obviously caught them sleeping. But besides that, runs that have faked going one way, fake pitches that go the other way, that kind of thing, and way overcommitting on the part of the Browns defensive line and their linebackers. And some of that's taking advantage of youth, and some of it is taking advantage of tendencies. I think you're going to see more of that in the second half. I have no reason to believe that Carson Wentz is not going to play. They'll pad him up. They're not going to put Brosman out there, I don't think. But, I'm not sure if it was a matter of readjustment, Mr. Be Safe, or whether O'Connell is saving some of these plays to catch them again later. I'll know after that, after we get through the second half of the game. That would have been a nice long run for Judkins, but it seems like anytime the Browns make any kind of play that's for length, it's because of holding, and they were holds. So it's frustrating. And this is a good question, too. What happened to Judkins in the last series? Well, we're back to Jerome Ford time. No, actually, I think that Jerome Ford probably affords better quarterback protection for Dylan Gabriel than Judkins does. Just a guess. But he's a rookie, and he's never been a big blocking asset. So that's kind of what I think it is. Tony, I don't really believe that. And let me put what Tony put up here. They need, well, the gimmick plays are working. That's the first thing. But this one is not even close to over. And you have big time receivers, and you forget that the Browns will forget covering somebody and have a break in their defensive secondary that will result in a 72-yard touchdown. Just mark my words. It seems to happen all the time. Trindog, why aren't we taking shots downfield? Nobody's open, for one thing. We have no receivers that can get any kind of separation. Second of all, no quarterback who's ever played for Kevin Stefanski throws the ball much downfield, except for the 1 year that Flacco still had an arm. And he also had a few receivers at the time who, like Amari Cooper at the time, who could get open. We don't have any of that right now. And this is offensive coordinator slash head coach slash Ivy League god, Kevin Stefanski and his offense there. And also, from what I've seen, Dillon Gabriel does not have a strong arm. He may have an accurate short mid-range arm, but really in the difference, what difference does it make if you throw the ball to Judy and he traps it on his chest? I mean, to hell with him. It's just, and that's exactly right, Jim. And that's what I was saying here. There is going to be a blown coverage, and Miles Harden will be involved in it. That we know. And this is the absolute truth. We don't have any separation from our wide receivers. That's just a fact. Jerry Jeudy is just a more seasoned Anthony Schwartz. If you can't use your hands, you're never going to be a factor in the NFL, and he never will be. And the Browns wasted all that money on him. I did not see Jamari Thrash in the game. I think we should, because he was part of the familiarity, shall we say, of Dillon Gabriel's pass game. Finally got the ball to Njoku. I also would like to see more of those outlet screens, just not to Jerome Ford. All right, get Dylan Sampson in the fucking game. If they're going to put pressure and try to collapse the pocket, float it out and let your speedy running back get a little room. That would be a suggestion. I don't think the third string quarterback is going to be playing Wable. I think that you're going to see Carson Wentz back there. And the defensive line has put no pressure on Carson Wentz at all, which is the greatest indictment of the Browns offensive line, the Browns coaching, the Browns front office. Their second string offensive line is holding up far better than some of our first string offensive line is. And that's a very sad thing. Let's see. And yes, the fact that Conklin is playing helps. But yeah, how long? That's always the question. Isaiah Bonds, maybe. But again, unless he's cutting over the middle, I don't see that he has the ability to get open if he's not the primary guy. So, and yeah, Larvadain is better than DeAndre Carter. And I never understood that decision to begin the year, except that they always go with the slow, broken veterans for whatever reason. And again, the little trick plays, the jet sweep to Corley, got around the corner quickly and gave him a running start. Whatever it takes, I think that Stefanski is going to have to dig deep into the playbook. And I don't mean the Statue of Liberty play, but also, misdirection. Let's get these guys biting in the wrong place. I'm sorry to hear that, Wable. If we're on the same wavelength, you have the brain power of a cow, which can be good sometimes. I don't think that it's that Judkins disappeared. I think he wasn't on the field a lot of those plays for a lot of reasons, and not sure what the story is with that. Maybe he just did too well. Will we see more Judkins in the second half? I sure as hell hope so. He's our running back, and he's proven that he can get into the secondary and he can get extended gains. which we don't have anybody else who has the vision to get there. And again, this is what we're talking about. 4.9 yards per pass for Gabriel. It's, young Joe Flacco. And because he's playing for the same offensive coordinator. They don't have wide receivers who can get open. This is not a matter of Dylan Gabriel. Voila, he comes into the game and he's going to find open guys. There is nobody open. The difference is he's got a little bit more sprightliness in his legs. You saw in his open field scramble, he does not have good, straightforward speed. He could not outrun or out-juke one man in the open field to get a first down. So this is something to keep in mind. Can we trade Flacco? Not even for a stick of gum. Hey, old fan, I appreciate your kindness. I sit here and I look at this and I say, what am I noticing about this more than anything else? And it's very difficult to win when one guy on the side of your line just doesn't know who his blocking assignment is. And there's Judkins right there at 6.4 yards per carry. So yeah, we damn well better see more of him. But that the Vikes are they're gonna have some changes coming out defensively, as they always do. And yes, we've already come to that conclusion. And so there you have it. And look, we have a lot of people watching this halftime show because we're actually still in the game. At 10-7, it's going to be difficult. They started out running the ball very easily against us, which was a little disconcerting. That stopped. And then they started doing those junk plays that worked. So I expect to see more of that to confuse young players. Is Cam Robinson playing? I have not seen him. There was one guy whose number I didn't recognize. That might have been him. But no, it seems that Leviston is in the game all the fucking time. And Bronk is saying after seeing the replay, he doesn't think that he's coming back. But again, if they can do something with his shoulder to keep that intact, if in fact he has a loose shoulder, it's not his throwing arm. So we'll see. Yes. And Leviston had 3 fucking penalties. And that is really pathetic. David Slevsky saying Robinson played 2 snaps, back-to-back penalties and got pulled. So there you have it. And yes, Fran Tarkenton will be playing quarterback and scrambling in the second half. Everybody, thanks a lot. The game's getting back on. I got to get back to it. Thanks a lot. We'll be back after the game right here on Moohead Radio. Until then, go Browns. Let's see if we can pull a win out of our ass. See you after the game.